While more has to be done, we've stepped up to change laws and pass reforms to prevent abuse. I could ask for a moment of silence for the mass shooting in Boulder last night. And after that is completed, I could ask for a moment of silence for the shooting in Atlanta 6 days ago. And after a minute, I could ask for a moment of silence for the 29 mass shootings that occurred this month in the United States. But in addition to a moment of silence, I would like to ask for a moment of action, a moment of real caring, a moment when we don't allow others to do what we need to do. Prayer leaders have their important place in this, but we are Senate leaders. What are we doing? Epidemic in America called guns. This hearing, I hope, will open a conversation about constitutional, common sense ways to reduce gun violence in America. We see the problem we're up against as a public health crisis. So what should we do about it? We won't solve this crisis with just prosecutions after funerals. We need prevention before shooting.
Destroyed their neighbors' businesses, attacked law enforcement. Our condolences go to the families of those lost in this terrible crime. The same goes to the murder victims senselessly killed in Atlanta last week. However, I've taken a few lessons from these terrible events. The first is that we can't reduce violence in our communities without a professional, well-trained, and fully funded police force. Records are uploaded to the database. Like many Americans, I cherish my right to bear arms. In the dialogue about gun control, we rarely consider how many Americans are united in their advocacy and enjoyment of this right.
Of unsecured weapons every day. America awoke today to another nightmare, stunning, shocking, savage, but unsurprising. Inaction has made this horror completely predictable. Inaction by this Congress makes us complicit.
What happens in this committee, and every time there's a shooting, we play this ridiculous theater where this committee gets together and proposes a bunch of laws that would do nothing to stop these murders.
Retirement community. Last week, my heart ached for those suffering from the tragic shootings in Atlanta, in which 8 people were shot and killed. Last night, my heart ached for those suffering from the heartbreaking shooting in Boulder. As a survivor of gun violence, I know that the grief, shock, and horror of these senseless killings will never go away. The moment you learn of the painful loss is frozen in time.
Los Angeles and New York City saw significant increases in gun violence.